Hey everybody, Sam back once again, and yes, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to show you the camera software / the camera UI on the HTC One M9. So, let's check it out. Right, so first off the bat, I do apologise for the kind of setup I've got here. Unfortunately, it's all tethered down and I can't really pull it away where it's going to be comfortable, so you're just going to see a wide screen for most of this video. But jumping into it, first of all, you've got your camera button and you've got your video button. Now when you tap the video button, it starts to record straight away. So obviously you click stop on that one. We'll go back into that in a moment. To take a picture, tap it, boom, and as you can probably hear it, maybe even see it, it was pretty damn quick at taking it. At the top here, you've got your automatic light, your LED flash, or you can have it turned off completely. Jumping into this button here, you can actually change it, so you can have your selfie mode, your camera mode, and your panorama. You can add different ones. So on here, you can see you've got your bokeh, you've got your photo booth, and you've also got your split capture. So what you do, if you tap into it, you can then add it. So right, I want to add split capture as well, and I also want to add the photo booth. So now we've got everything on there. This thing's pretty cool. You can jump into settings at this point and go to the general settings. So these are just the normal settings for the camera and other stuff. So you've got your grid, you can have it on or off. You can geotag your photos. That's where it uses the GPS and it tells you where the picture was taken. Shutter sound on or off. And the volume buttons, you can have it to either use it for the volume when you're in the camera app, capture, or to zoom. You've got tips and help, which we won't bother going into right that today. Right, so we're going to go back out of that one. I'm going to go back to the normal camera. At this point we're just going to jump into this setting here. So here you get your different camera settings, your video settings, etc. So jumping into the camera, as you can see, you get your camera, your auto, you get your night, you get your HDR, you get your manual, which brings up all your different settings along here. So you can change your white balance, you can change your exposure, your ISO, bloody loads of settings there for you. Jump back into settings, back into manual. You've then got your portrait mode, you've got your landscape, you've got your text. As you can see there, it changes the kind of the back of it there, you see? And then you've got your macro mode. This one we're just going to keep it in HDR because it looks pretty cool. Jumping into the video, you've got your normal, you've got your slow motion, and then finally you've got your full HD, but it's 60 frames per second full HD, so it should be a lot smoother than the standard one. Going back onto normal on that one, and we'll just jump back into standard on that one. ISO values, you've got your EV values, your auto white balances, you can change those. Jump into the settings for this one. This is where you get, well, there's two settings. There's your general settings, and then there's your settings. To me, it seems a little confusing for the average user. I thought HTC was about simplistic, and it seems a little complicated. So you've got your different crop factors, you've got your wide, your regular, or your square. You can have your makeup level. So this is kind of like the selfie mode, so it looks like it kind of puts makeup on you. All it just really blurs your face a little bit. Your camera options, auto smile, voice capture, touch capture, and you can lock your focus during recording. Continuous shooting, you can have it on, you can have it limit to 20 frames, and auto review. The auto review duration, you can have none, 5, 10, and no limit. Self timer, pretty much explanatory. This is something I found strange. When you ask for the resolution, it just says large, medium, or small. It doesn't actually give you a resolution. It doesn't say, right, this is 20 megapixel, this is 16 megapixel, etc. Again, that's kind of smart for the average consumer, but all these settings are not, so I don't know, I don't know if they've really thought about it to some degree. Right, you've got your image adjustments, so you can change your contrast, your saturation, your sharpness, change it all on the fly, so I'll just go back down. Video quality, this is where you can do it to full 4K, and you can also do full HD, 720p, QVGA, and for MMS. And this is where you can go to the general settings, which we went to earlier. So I'll go back out of that one, go back into this one, and what you can do is if you go to the full 4K, it's now can record in full 4K. And what I've noticed, if you turn on the full HD, the full 60 frames per second, it goes straight from the 4K straight down to the 1080p, which I'll show you now. Is that it goes to 1080p. Now you can't change it, it's just full HD, it's 60 frames per second. Now if you go to slow motion, jump back into the settings, go down, you can't go to video quality. So I don't know what the quality is going to be like. Who knows? I mean, is it 720p? Is it 1080p? So I'll see if I can find out. And when I do get my hands on one of these at home, I will obviously update you on that one. Going back out of it, if you go back into the camera itself, go back in, go back into the settings. You can then go straight back to 4K. It does automatically go back to 4K, which is nice. And that's pretty much it for the settings. Now what you can also do is actually swipe up or swipe on the actual camera to go through the different settings on there. So if we go down to the selfie mode, which is that the 4 ultra pixel, as you can see, it looks pretty decent. So yeah. So we jump back out of that one, I don't know what I'm doing. And you got back to your camera. I'll see if we can get some camera samples. I can't promise it, but I'll do my best. And at the moment you can see there, at the top it was going to be 39 minutes of 4K and you got loads of pictures as well. That's it people, that is the camera UI, that's the software on the new HTC One M9. What do you think? I think it's a nice little improvement over the last year. I don't know if the actual pictures themselves are going to be any better. We'll soon find out on that one. But in terms of the software, it's a nice little improvement. Although it is a little confusing for the average consumer, having these and then having general set. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I just believe it just seems a little confusing. Anyway, but that is it. That is the camera on the HTC One M9. If you have any questions about this or anything else, you know what to do by now. Hit me up down below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, which is @samjpullen. If you're new to the channel, please do hit subscribe. It is very much appreciated. And also, click like, because you can. Go on, click it. Anyway people, thanks for watching this one, and you'll see me in my next one. Cheers everyone.